We're walking towards downtown Harpers Ferry, and beautiful morning. It is, I'll zoom in on the plaque. Built in 1850, Federal Hospital for the Civil War. Pretty cool. How'd you like to have that for a hospital? Here we are. Gives you a little bit about Harpers Ferry, named after Robert Harper. Settled in 1747. So, gives you the information about John Brown's raid. He was an abolitionist. So, and then right here is the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. You can tell that gentleman there is a hiker, just basically from the odor and his general malfeasance. So, anyway, there we are. So we got a whole bunch of really old houses here that are pretty cool looking, and especially over here. Look at that right there. I don't know exactly what that is, but it almost looks like, I don't know. Don't even want to speculate, but pretty neat looking. Apparently these deer around here are pretty accustomed to people. So, munching away right on the road. Right in downtown Harpers Ferry. There goes Willen walking away. We're in downtown Harpers Ferry. We were just walking down, so you can kind of get a feel for town. Monday morning, so work's going on behind me, but the Armory is right down at the end of the street and gives you a view of some of the buildings. So here's a little thing about Harpers Ferry and how it changed the world. John Brown taking over the Armory and all that information. So I guess you can always hit the pause if you want to read this in more detail, but it's interesting history. Tried to foment the Civil War, and I guess was just a little early. This is where the Armory stood. And then these are the railroad tracks in downtown Harpers Ferry, the historic district. That gives you an idea of the layout of the town. Well, before I go too much further into Harpers Ferry here, just wanted to wish all the students at Community R6 great summer, and really appreciate all your support and good wishes on this walk. And anyway, hope you all have a great summer. Thanks. Yep, here's John Brown's monument. A little information about him. So you can see there, the stone marker in front of you identifies the original site of the Armory Fire Engine House, now known as John Brown's Fort. Barricaded inside the fort, abolitionist John Brown and his men held off local militia and U.S. Marines for 3 days in October 1859. Brown's men fired from inside the fort at militiamen and townspeople who shot back from positions around them. Finally, U.S. Marines stormed past where you stand, battered down the door, and captured Brown and his few remaining men. Famous orator and former slave Frederick Douglass later proclaimed that Brown's fight here began the war that ended slavery. And here you see also the firehouse that I believe they said was moved. So how would you like to put a fire out with that kind of equipment? Huh. That'd be pretty tough. So the armory here at Harpers Ferry was the first U.S. Armory and produced the weapons of the day, the weapons of destruction, if you will. And right here, I'm just walking away from the firehouse and the armory. And right here is the coming together of the Shenandoah River over here, and right here is the Potomac River. So right at the point is where the armory stood. It burned down and rubble was filled in on it, and they used that as a raised platform for a raised rail system later on. So, and it's still, the railroad still runs right through here with Amtrak going to DC. So, interesting geography around here as well. So what we're looking at there is Maryland. We're standing in West Virginia, and over there on that hill, that's Virginia. So you walk between 3 states in about 10 minutes. So if you want to read this, you're going to probably have to pause this, because I'm not going to stand here and read the whole thing, but this basically goes through the battle in 1862 for Harpers Ferry, and kind of goes through the description of how that battle was waged. So just, like I say, I know you're not going to be able to read it as quickly as I'm going through it, but hopefully you can just hit a pause and take a look at it that way. There you go.
Oh, sure.
This is one of the period
For the
offices.
okay, yeah.
It shows you
It's
what
for the prisoner.
it was like, where the prisoners were logged in, and
Yeah. I see.
where they kept track of all that.
Seeing if there's any sign.
Smaller and smaller as the work progresses. Notice how rough grooves are smoothed with each pass, resulting in a finely honed piece. The operator changes to smaller radius tracing wheels and chisels as the stock takes its final shape. The cutter remains stationary while the stock moves left and right, much like a keymaking machine. 18 machines are required to complete one stop. A rifle stop can be duplicated in about 9 minutes, as opposed to the 2 hours of hand labor that was originally required before Mr. Blanchard's invention. Machines like this are still used to cut irregular wooden shapes like spindles, clothespins, and baseball bats.
Go right. Here's an old machine, water powered. Those pulleys, shafts. It operates all the machinery for Jamaica.
This machine, built in 1864, was designed to cut a spiral groove inside a barrel. This process of rifling dramatically improved the range and accuracy of weapons. The operator has inserted a 10-inch barrel blank and sets the machine in motion. As the flywheel turns, it transfers its motion to the crosshead, or tool carrier slide, which in
Some interesting quotes here at the museum, Johnstown Museum. Is it not possible that an individual may be right and a government wrong? Are laws to be enforced simply because they were made or declared in a number of men to be good if they are not good. Henry David Thoreau. So this is St. John's Episcopal Church, built in 1852. And this is actually part of the Appalachian Trail, as you can tell by the white blaze. Yeah, my grandpa and your kid's great-grandpa and great-great-grandpa would have loved this picture. Looking at the railroad bridge leading across over into Maryland, and the view off further into the distance down the valley. Yeah, there you go. This is really cool how these steps are just built right into the stone. See, as they go up towards the church. It's really neat. There's a sign back there that says caution on the even surfaces. That's an understatement. And they go and go and go. Some of them are just built right into the stone, carved right into the stone, and some of them look like they've been built, but still in all, just really steep. The stonework is just incredible. This kind of gives you an idea how they chiseled these steps out of the stonework, or out of the stone, the natural stone, I should say. Pretty cool. This is one of the oldest Appalachian Trail markers known to exist. So it's the end of our day at Harper's Ferry. Once again, I just want to say thank you to everybody giving us well wishes from Community R6. Hope all you kids have a great summer. Remember, you know, when it comes to life, work hard. Don't let anything keep you from your dream. And your things will work out well for you. So you guys all take care. Have a great summer, and thank you for all your well wishes, and see you on down the trail.